I will always show the best of me. Cause I want you to see what I see. Brothers and sisters, always show the best of me. Cause I want you to see what I see. Brothers and sisters, to my sisters and all my bros. One's been sent here to save a soul. You're not trying to see? Well, I'ma let you go. I'm vibrating high and fuck being low. So hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more.
Welcome to another EBX discussion. And thank those that come in and listen. I really appreciate it and salute. And you know, if we are alive and breathing, we are back to fight another day. And let's get to the honor, shall we? I honor thy ancestors. I honor thy mother. I honor thy father. I honor thy brother. And I honor thy sister. Cold man, straight from the heart. And I really appreciate those, that have been commenting, my new subscribers, salute. And if anyone has got anything from what I've been teaching and saying, and much salute, thank you. And that's what gives me the energy and keep going. I go off of whatever that divine puts in one's spirit. It's a beautiful thing when we get to that point. So, and I want to give an honor. I was gotta place that wonderful gold over our families. May anyone in our families that transitioned, that we held dear, may they rest in peace and in power. And all of our families, brothers and sisters, may all of our families prosper and everything we touch turn to gold. And I mean that from the heart. And hope everyone out there is staying up, staying knowledgeable, staying focused, and being aware of the bull that's floating out here. Because we living in a very, how I want to say, a very almost weird, it's like if you're not tapped in to that divine, these days, whether you know it or not, or feel it or not, or want to seek it, whatever the case may be, and this could be brother or sister, you'll be lost if you're not connected to oneself spiritually. It's just a given, just take a look around at things that's going on, the people that are not tapped into themselves. And it's a beautiful thing, brothers. And that's what brings me to, I salute and I give honor to my brothers, one love to my brothers. And, with the brothers in my family, brothers I've met along the way, whether it's in the world or online. Because it gets to a point in our lives, brothers and sisters, as well as my dad, may he rest in peace and in power. He's a brother. He was a brother. He was a good brother, Just life. Life happens to all of us. I ain't going to get into details, but he made some wrong choices, but he made a lot of right choices too. As we all, we all got different walks, different paths. But like I said, salute to my real like-minded brothers, and maybe those that may be struggling a little bit in their lives. Just stay with it, brothers. Those that are kind of struggling and see a little bit of hinkling of light, go for it, brothers. Learn from your mistakes. Don't keep doing the same thing. Let's be kings and soldiers out here. Like I said, I got brothers within my family, my cousins, uncles, my brother, my biological brothers. I got 2 biological brothers. My sons. I place that gold and protection over all of us, that we strive and be the kings we are, wherever we are in our lives. Because this is about connection. This isn't about differences and who's better and who's got this. It's about who's gonna be standing there when we need each other. Because it's coming to that point. And of course, none of us are invincible, and we have power within. We got that spiritual depth. because I see it out here. And, but that's why we study. That's why we analyze. So we can anticipate things that will come. And I see more and more strong brothers every day, young and old. I've interacted with different age groups. And, when you're, like I said, when you're connected to that divine, you will begin to understand our brothers, and you will begin to honor them. And always, you just got to keep in our mind, brothers, the ones that might not, haven't really understood why some brothers act the way they are. Always just keep this in your spirit. And I've said this recently. Know that a lot of us have been conditioned to be the way we are. Remember that. So remember that, and that will help to understand each other, a brother, whether young or old. And once we do that, then we'll be able to sift through those who, haven't really worked on themselves yet and those who have. But that doesn't mean we give up on the ones that haven't, dealt with their inner issues. We deal with them, we help them, and we just kind of, you always got to put a little tough love in there. And you got to let them lead their own path. That's the best medicine. It's the best teaching in life. As we all know, experiences, my brothers and my sisters too. But this is for my brothers. I've been talking about my sisters here for a while. My sisters have really been in my spirit. And so now let's speak on the brothers. I salute. And as well as I've had, my sisters I've learned from, but I've had a lot of brothers I've learned from. Like I said, I got a top content creator list. One day I'll read the names. Like I said, I think I got 10 brothers and about 5, I have to look at my list, about 5 or 6 sisters. And these are all the people, I resonate with a lot, not just this group, but these are the ones that, from beginning up until now. And I'm talking about 5 years, 10 years back. I'm talking some years, brothers and sisters. So, and I really have been studying and paying attention and, and with myself too, not just others, like I'm watching everybody or nothing like that. I wrote down the people that I vibe with, that I resonate with. And again, I'll say it's a whole lot of people that I resonate with, I mean, my list, I'll go through pad after pad, but I'm just beginning the list, of course I'll add to it as I go along, but out of honor, and I'm saluting my brothers, one love, I say again, I honor thy brother, I don't care because I don't judge thy, I don't judge thee because none of us know what we're going through in each other's lives, that's why it's just good to be righteous and not be on bullshit, real talk, because you just never know what'll happen down the road. I've touched on this before. When you do fucked up shit off of an impulse and don't think, you never know what'll happen down the road. That's why we have to honor our brothers, our ones that's reaching out here, that's wholeheartedly just, giving their whole being of their body, every fiber of their body to reach those out here and willing to put their neck on the line to lift a brother or a sister. It takes a lot of courage to do that. And I'm not saying everybody, but some of us brothers, and maybe some sisters, take our brothers out here that's speaking. And I'm not talking about me now. I'm talking about brothers I have learned from, just in general. And I'm talking about the real ones now. Ones that's been doing this for a long time. Sometimes, and I used to do this too. I don't do it now, but I used to. And I'll say some brothers and sisters, but not all. We can tend to take our teachers out here for granted. Real talk. And, that's sisters too, but, this is for my brothers. We tend to take them for granted. We have a disagreement. As I heard a brother say, it's okay. That's what it's about. Having agree to disagree discussions, but keep it intellectual, brothers. Don't go, we always got to keep a little edge in us and be a little tough, but know when to use that. Save your aggression for the right things, that righteous aggression, not for our fellow brother, especially if it's somebody truly in our heart that we know is not about bull and trying to lift and teach those. Now, we as melanated brothers and sisters too, but we as melanated brothers, we all have that inner divine. We all have it, brothers. We all have it. So when we're connecting with a brother or we're listening to a brother, we know if they're true or not. We know, even if it's something we don't agree with, deep down inside, we know that they're real. So that's why we shouldn't jump off an emotion we might feel or something, we don't agree on. Think about it. Ask the question. Because most brothers out here that has been doing this and are really real about what they're doing, they will listen to you. All they ask is that you come with respect. Respect is everything, especially if you respect yourself, you respect oneself, you're not going to take shit from nobody else because your spirit within won't let you. When you're truly real within, you can't let nobody disrespect you. And then it's not about being hard. It's not about being no gangster. We need to get out of that mentality. It's about working through challenges, having solutions for problems, connecting with our brothers out here. The more we connect, the stronger that realm will get, the stronger the power will be. And it will become so powerful and undeniable, it won't be able to be broken. Because I've said before, you can't break the unbroken. And it's a lot of those out here. You just gotta be careful of the distractions and things that, little tricky things here and there. This world is getting more and more tricky. So that's why a lot of our brothers are getting a lot more strategic. And I see it, because I'm an observer as well as a lot of us are. And I'm telling you, some powerful brothers out here. It really is. We need to stop taking our brothers that's speaking and teaching out here, stop taking them for granted, because that's why I'm the silent hero. I'm with my brothers, whether they know it or not, and I know who the real ones are, because when you're true within and you're not about no bullshit, you'll see the real things. If you're not living a fake life, you won't see fake things. Your reality is how your inner space is. If your inner space is intertwined and you're in the web and you're caught up in this and you're trying to do this and you're not focusing and you're wondering what everybody else is doing instead of focusing in on your inner self, you're going to be lost and confused. You're going to be like what? A rat or a mouse in a maze. And that's what, and you will be in that until you take this life and your spiritual self serious. Spiritual is more than just saying it. It's not nothing to play with because it's connected to that divine. And once you stay in that, just stay focused. I'm talking to my young brothers and maybe those that haven't reached that, that full functioning spiritual life, because it's not easy, but you have to take that effort. You have to take that step. That higher force, that great divine, is not going to do everything for us. So, but it'll give us the tools we need to get where we need to go. Because always remember, brothers, and this could be young or old. I always like to say this. It always centers me. We might not be where we want to be, but thank God we are not where we used to be. And that's how we'll know. And that's why we know. And that's why we are the kings and the soldiers and the leaders that we are. We all have a leader within. Just take a look at all the brothers out here that's putting their neck on the line, as maybe well as myself, one's not perfect, but that's why I do things every day to strive to be that way. As perfect we can be. We can always have perfect intentions, brothers. There's nothing wrong with having perfect intentions. Be having that 100% confidence. Have to be confident. This was an area that was probably a battle for me. We have to be confident. Be confident in that divine, though. Not like I said, not like being hard or being a gangster. Just be true to oneself, and everything will flow. And again, I salute my brothers. I honor thy brother within my family. Like I said, my uncles, my cousins, my 2 biological brothers, my sons. I send that great positive power of protection for all my brothers, even the ones that's struggling a little bit. Them too, because we have all been there. We pull them up too, but we can't pull you forever. You got to reach inside and activate your divine power, because we all have it. Come on, we need our strong brothers out here. I love a strong brother. It sends chills through my body when I hear a strong brother speak. Real talk. And it's another brother that I wanted to mention that I haven't talked to in a while, but it's a brother I had met here in the Milltown, and his name is El Haje, and he's a brother that I met. He's from Sudan. I want to say it right. Sudan. It's Sudan or Sudan. I might have said that wrong, but he's from Africa. I think it's Sudan. Sudan. I have to look that up. Excuse me, y'all, if I'm messing that up. I gotta look that up. I haven't said that in a while. Excuse me. But his name is El Haje, brother El Haje, which I think is a beautiful name. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I wanted to mention him. I just wanted to put him on my honor thy brother list. And he was very nice, and he has an African shop, like I said, here in the Milltown. And it's El Haje, it's ELHAJEI67@gmail.com, if he still got that. But it's ELHAJEI67@gmail.com. And he has an African shop, like I said, here in the Milltown. And I spent some money with him. I think it's about $100, but it's been maybe a year and a half ago since I talked to him. Cause his shop is like far, so you know how you get busy in your life and you say, oh, I need to go back, and I haven't made it back, but I still got the brother's card, and he's still in my spirit. And he said if I ever needed any information, I could go to him, and that's a beautiful thing. And that divine brought me to him, and and I'm looking at his card right now. I still got his card, and that was almost a couple years ago. And that's my example of when you connect to the right brother. I mean, a real deep brother that's not playing on this walk and don't take no shit. I'm telling you, when you listen and open up that pineal gland, their spirit will stay with you forever. And I mean this, whether it's in our family, because, I got uncles, cousins, they're blessed in my family too. I've learned things from my uncles and some cousins in my family too. There's lessons everywhere. It just depends on who we are as a person, as a brother. So that's just brother El Haje. He's on the list. It's a brother that divine connects us to those types of brothers. And I'm telling you, when you learn from a teacher, you only feel good from a preacher, because what you learn from a teacher, especially our like-minded brothers out here, our soldiers, salute, their spirit stays with you forever. And like I said, one day I'll reveal the names of my top content creator list that I have. But out of respect, I don't say people's names. You might hear me say celebrity names or something like that, but just in an example. But as far as my underground brothers and sisters too, I don't say people's names out of respect, because we can't get caught up in the attention thing, because it comes a point in our lives where shit get real, and it's time to stop playing games and be honorable, and do what we say. So that's why I don't say people's names, because I love the brothers that I have learned from, and I would never want to break that connection that I have with them. Even if I haven't really talked to them or interact with them, I still feel connected to them spiritually, and I don't never want to break that. So I just observe and just listen, and and enjoy my brothers. That's what it's about. And when that time comes for us to talk, that divine will let me know. But that divine just for myself, I'm sure other brothers think like this too. But I talk to my divine, or our divine. And that divine just tells me to be humble and just enjoy what our brothers are doing. And when he's ready for me to step up and speak or whatever, and maybe kind of interact with some of my brothers that's teaching out here, that time will come. But until then, I will honor and keep saluting you on, brothers. I got you. And I'll even mention a little side note. I even went, and one of my favorite brothers, content creators that I watch a lot of them. I actually reported an inappropriate comment I saw, because I said I do this. Go back on the podcast I made called every soldier has a divine position. I go back and look at that podcast, and it's about being a caboose. I used the train caboose in an analogy in that podcast. And one of the things I said in there, that I'm an observer, that I'm the caboose. See, I'm the one that'll be in there, that'll catch little things like that, because I don't like that shit. That And when somebody trying to teach something and trying to live and trying to breathe life into others, I don't like that. And if I see inappropriate comments, I will report it. So I've done that recently just to let my brothers know that I ain't playing no games out here. And I truly do honor thy brother in one love. Real talk. And my sisters too. But I've talked about my sisters the last couple podcasts. So this is a salute and an honor and a one love and a protection and a thank you, and I'm just so thankful for that I listened, that great divine brought the brothers that I have listened to, whether in my family or outside my family, online, in life, that has helped me on this walk, and that's my biological brothers, any in my family, any brother that has helped me, you're all on the list. So I thank you and salute once again, and much give honor and one love to all the great brothers out there and those that might be struggling. It's gonna be okay, brother. Listen to my voice. Listen to us. Do things on purpose to better your life. It can be better. If you are struggling, if you are in a down and out place, you don't have to be there. It's your choice. Because just connect to that divine. If you don't know much about spirituality and that divine, and you listen and say, oh, he just babbling, I don't know what divine is. Look it up. Start there. And that'll give you an idea. And then start from there. And I'm telling you, it's the gift that will, I always say this, you will just, man, and that divine will also put it in your spirit to share it with others. Because we can never forget to share it with others. Let those know that's working hard out there to lift brothers and sisters. Let them know that they are making an impact. And I mean that. So that's my thought. That's my real thought, my positive thought. And again, salute to the real like-minded brothers and sisters, but most of all my brothers, because this podcast is for the brothers that's lifting and taking risks, and man, just have so much courage. Thank you for passing that on to me. Salute, and may you and your family live great and prosperous. So, and like I said, that's my positive thought, that's my spiritual thought, that's my real thought. And I honor your family, my family. Man, one love. And I honor my children, their mothers. I honor my sons, and my daughters too. Salute. May they have a great life. And anyone else that have daughters and sons in their lives, may they be prosperous. May they be great and see their inner selves. Salute. And I honor my children's mothers and all brothers and sisters, kings and queens, the real like-minded kings and queens all over the world. May you have the ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. And my brothers, we got this. I see it. We are the most powerful beings on the planet. So don't stop doing what we're doing. It's impacting this world in a righteous way. Salute and honor. One love, brothers. One.